I have four, well, technically five, but I'm ignoring one, travel-focused credit cards in my wallet that changed the credit card game for me and started giving me thousands of dollars in value. I'm going to rank each of these travel credit cards based on the annual fee, my experience with each card, the reward multipliers and everyday usage, referral bonuses, the overall value I've received, and of course, I always like to add in the viewer's choice category. So let's get straight into it and kick things off with the Amex Gold card. This is probably the most talked about credit card within this tier, and that is none other than the Amex Gold card. We have people debating whether to join Team Classic Gold or Team Rose Gold. And if you ask me, there's no debate here. Team Rose Gold is clearly the winner. I mean, let's take a look at the message Anthony Benchard recently delivered to Team Rose Gold.
I apologize for disrespecting Team Rose Gold. Unbelievable. CJ, come on, man.
Apology received, man, Anthony. And you know what? I am proud of you for finally realizing that, just as the shirt says, Team Rose Gold is best and Team Rose Gold always wins. Okay, all kidding aside, now on to serious business, because the Amex Gold card comes with a serious annual fee of $250, and that sounds like a lot just to hold a credit card, and I agree with you. That is a lot of money, and I would have never applied if the opportunity to essentially reduce that effective annual fee through the available statement credits didn't exist. I went into great detail about this in the video linked above, but my effective annual fee due to taking advantage of the Uber and dining credits and some of Amex offers has been a total of $77.50, which is good, but it does not quite get me to zero or the coveted $10 effective annual fee. So for this category, the Amex Gold gets a 3 out of 5 stars because it still costs me money. Amex has provided me with an awesome customer service experience between using the app to chat with a live person and not having to deal with a robot that's directing me to frequently asked questions, and always being able to get someone on the phone within the matter of seconds. In fact, I don't think I've ever waited longer than 30 seconds for someone to take my call. And their customer service representatives are very professional and work hard to attempt to solve issues. The Gold card was delivered to me within 2 days, and I did not request expedited delivery. Also, I was able to get my virtual card numbers to use my Gold card immediately after approval for any online purchases that I had, and that came in handy. Unfortunately, the credit card was delivered in a paper envelope. However, it did have American Express on it, so that's not so crappy. But for a card that has a $250 annual fee, the packaging can definitely be improved. Amex's membership rewards portal is also user-friendly and easy to navigate, and I especially like that my MR points from all of my MR point earning credit cards are automatically pooled into one bank. For this category, I give the Gold card a 4 out of 5 stars. The Amex Gold is called the workhorse in most people's setup for 2 reasons, and those are grocery store purchases and dining purchases. So needless to say, this card is a staple in my wallet. I actually have to use this card at least once for dining purchases every single month because I do need to take advantage of that monthly dining credit. But more importantly, Forex multipliers on dining and groceries is hard to beat, especially when you can achieve a much lower effective annual fee while doing so. The only thing missing for me on this card is a gas station category, but I guess that's why the Everyday Preferred credit card exists. Anyway, for this category, I give the Amex Gold a strong 5 out of 5 stars. Now this is where I have a love-hate relationship with the Amex Gold card. Referral bonuses are great when my referral link has an elevated offer. However, when it doesn't, people can get a better offer by doing just a bit more research, and because of that, this is the only card in this video that I have not received one referral bonus for the entire year. That speaks volumes. Plus, right now, I'm only getting 10,000 membership reward points per successful referral, but I've seen this increase up to 30,000 membership reward points when I first got the card. So I'm going to have to give the Amex Gold a 2-star rating in this category because of these annoying nuances. I haven't redeemed any of my Amex points as yet. However, I am currently searching to book an airline ticket for an upcoming domestic trip, and it looks like I'll be able to get between 1.3 cents and 1.5 cents per point on an economy class redemption, which I know isn't amazing, but I made a video about booking an international business class flight to Japan on ANA, and that redemption would have provided just under $14,000 in value with a redemption rate of 18.3 cents per mile. On top of that amazing potential redemption, I get value from the statement credits every month, and it makes this card worth keeping in my wallet. The Amex Gold card earns 4 stars in this category, losing 1 star because my effective annual fee being just under $80 and the nuances with the referral bonus. The Sapphire Preferred completely changed the way I thought about credit cards back in 2020 because I learned the power of transferring points to airline and hotel partner programs, and essentially there would be no CJ Credit Card YouTube channel if it wasn't for the Sapphire Preferred. The Sapphire Preferred comes with a $95 annual fee, which in the grand scheme of things didn't seem to be so bad back when I opened up the credit card. However, the Sapphire Preferred has definitely fallen down in the ranks because of a little bit of a lack of innovation to keep up with the competition. The only annual statement credit that comes with this credit card each anniversary year to help offset that annual fee is a $50 hotel credit that I have yet to use, and I'm into my third year of holding this credit card. Chase offers some additional value through partnerships where you can get certain memberships like Dash Pass for DoorDash, an Instacart membership, and some additional benefits that Chase values at $200. However, all of these benefits have an end date with the exception of the Ennismore hotel benefit for a complimentary 4th night stay, which is strange because Ennismore is owned by Accor Hotels, and Accor is not a transfer partner of Chase, so I'm a bit confused with this partnership. I've also only gotten value from 2 of the offers in Chase offers so far, which only added up to a few dollars, so I can honestly say that I'm hardly able to take advantage of most of these benefits that are offered. So for this category, I'm going to give Chase 2 out of 5 stars for the annual fee, since I really haven't been able to get that annual fee down to a lower effective annual fee. When I was approved for the card, I called Chase and was able to get expedited shipping upon request, and it was delivered within 3 business days, which is a plus since I wasn't offered virtual card numbers. However, the packaging the card was delivered in left more to be desired since it came in an unmarked envelope. My philosophy is if it comes with an annual fee, then the credit card should be delivered in a nice package. So no brownie points for the Sapphire Preferred here. Chase's Ultimate Rewards portal has been really easy to navigate. I've had no problem moving points from my other Ultimate Reward point earning credit cards to my Sapphire Preferred, transferring those points to transfer partners, and also researching flights and hotels within the portal have been pretty user-friendly, with the valuable perk of my points being valued at 1.25 cents per point when using the portal to book travel. I made a late payment once recently, yes, shame on me, and I called the customer service line to ask for forgiveness and was successful in getting the late payment penalty fee waived along with the interest charge, and there was no question about it. This, however, was a one-time courtesy, so I'll be on my best behavior. For this category, I give the Sapphire Preferred 4 out of 5 stars. And this is the category where the Sapphire Preferred begins to fall flat on its face. Now, this isn't going to be true for everyone because it truly depends on if you have the Freedom Flex and Freedom Unlimited cards. And if you do hold those cards, then the Sapphire Preferred is mostly redundant. And I'm not going to beat a dead horse here, but there's just too much overlap with its reward categories. I'm actually more concerned that Chase hasn't really done much to improve this, but this may be because a lot of people just aren't in the points and miles games and don't hold multiple Chase credit cards. I'm guessing, but anyway, this card gets stored in my sock drawer all day, every day, so my everyday usage is minimal, and for that I give the Sapphire Preferred 2 out of 5 stars. Once again, the Sapphire Preferred's referral program is pretty good overall. It offers 15,000 Ultimate Reward points for each friend approved for the credit card, up to a max of 75,000 points per year, which is the equivalent of $750 cash or a potential value of $1,500 in travel when transferred out to transfer partners. I like that the Chase referral program is pretty consistent with matching the public offers available on Chase's website, so it makes it a bit easier to get referrals. What I don't like is that the Sapphire Preferred maxes out at the least amount of points out of all of the credit cards on this list. However, it currently earns the second highest amount per referral out of all credit cards on this list. So in this category, the Sapphire Preferred gets 4 out of 5 stars. I went a little hard on the Sapphire Preferred, and I don't really want to because I actually really do like this credit card, and so far this card has provided me with a ton of value, and that's really because of it providing me with access to Chase's transfer partners. So I've been able to combine my points from all of my other Chase Ultimate Reward point earning credit cards to be able to get a total value of nearly $6,000 in travel so far, and that's just with holding the card for 3 years. So as much as I complain about the negatives of the Sapphire Preferred, I get so much value from this card that it far outweighs the negatives, and I have to give the Sapphire Preferred 4 stars in this category. The Bilt Mastercard is that credit card that has completely surprised me and has been a complete disruption to the credit card game in an excellent way. Let's just say that I am very happy to have this credit card in my wallet. The Bilt Mastercard does not come with an annual fee, so there is no need to worry about any statement credits to get positive value out of this credit card. A no annual fee travel credit card with access to transfer partners is a no-brainer for me and makes this an easy 5 out of 5 stars for Bilt. That's a pretty strong start for this credit card. I've had a really good experience with Bilt so far. As you all know, my Bilt Mastercard was delivered to me in really nice packaging, which made the unboxing experience feel like I made the right decision with getting this credit card. First impressions are everything, and Bilt absolutely nailed it. Out of all of the cards on this list, the Bilt Mastercard is the only one that has come with such a unique experience that is really centered and focused on curating a community. They've taken the negative feeling of rent day and transformed it into a positive experience because there's an opportunity to earn extra points, usually up to 250 points through a trivia game, also being able to earn double points in the reward categories, which is kept at 10,000 points on the first day of every month, and this excludes the rent category. They've also recently started this monthly game show where they invite a celebrity to play a Family Feud style game, which results in the amount of people who can possibly get their rent paid by Bilt for that month based on the amount of correct answer the contestant gives. I believe this replaced the Find the Bilt logo game, which was also pretty fun to play. Finally, as a renter, there are times when we have to move and we incur other expenses. When I moved, I had to pay my first month's rent, last month's rent, and my security deposit, which was the equivalent of another month's rent, while being required to still pay my rent where I lived. So I decided to reach out to Bilt to find out if there was any way that they would be able to give me points for this expense associated with getting a new apartment, since it overlapped with my current apartment. And to my surprise, Bilt honored the request after I provided them with my lease agreement and proof of payment. If that isn't awesome, I don't know what is, because I had to pay all of those expenses by a check and I could not use my Bilt account for that. Totally awesome. Bilt even provides blog-style articles to educate cardholders on how to redeem points for what I like to call outsized value by transferring your Bilt points to transfer partners to sometimes be able to get a business class seats and to also book good hotel rooms. So for this category, Bilt absolutely knocks it out of the ballpark. No other card on this list can even compare in this category, so Bilt gets 5 stars. Hands down. Now, of course, the reason why I got this credit card is because I wanted to earn points on rent without having to pay that transaction fee, and Bilt solved that problem. So I get to earn a 1x Bilt points on rent each month, and keep in mind that this is capped at 100,000 points within a calendar year, and I hope you wouldn't need to exceed that in rent, but some people live at levels that I can't even comprehend at this point in my life. I also take advantage of the 3x points on dining during rent day so I can get 6x points on dining, and I pay a few bills that would typically get 1x points on the other purchases category, but on rent day, I'm able to earn 2x points on those purchases as well. Every statement period, I make sure that I use this credit card at least 5 times, otherwise I wouldn't be able to earn points, and it has been really easy to do, especially since I complete most of them on rent day. This one is a little tough for me to rate because I really value a grocery store reward category, and that's missing from the Bilt Mastercard, but at the same time, I'm able to earn points on rent. So what do I give the Bilt Mastercard? You know what? I'll have to give it 5 stars because I'm able to earn points on my largest expense and get double the amount of points in other reward categories on that first day of the month. That's a pretty huge deal, and Bilt should honestly keep up the good work with this credit card. Now, this is where the Bilt Mastercard falls a little short for me. Each referral is worth 2,500 points, and for every 5 referrals, there's a bonus of 10,000 points. This falls short of all of the other credit cards on this list. With the other issuers in this video, I'd be able to get at least 50,000 points or miles for 5 referrals, but with Bilt, I'd only be at 22,500 points. So unfortunately, I have to give Bilt 1 out of 5 stars in this category because this can definitely be stronger. I think I've made it pretty clear that this credit card provides me with a lot of value. I haven't redeemed any Bilt points as yet, but I'm probably going to transfer some of those points over to the World of Hyatt program to supplement the ultimate reward points from Chase that I also transfer into the World of Hyatt program. But I know that I will be able to get a really good value from the points. The only drawbacks are there's no large welcome offer at the moment to compete with the other cards on this list, and the referral bonuses are a bit weak if I'm being totally honest, which means that it'll take longer to catch up to the other cards on this list that have a strong welcome offer. So in this category, I'll give Bilt 3 stars. The Venture X is the other credit card that disrupted the credit card game, and more specifically, the premium travel card game, and it is still a very popular choice. I mean, I just got this card and it has been in my wallet for the shortest amount of time, but I still have some experience that I would like to share with you all. This annual fee was tough for me to swallow because it is the most expensive credit card in my wallet. Spending $395 per year for the privilege of holding a credit card is still a little insane to me, but I decided that this would encourage me to travel because of the annual $300 travel credit and the anniversary mile bonus, which ends up being the only card on this list that can net me positive value. However, I cannot give the Venture X full points in this category because getting positive value is really dependent upon me being able to travel. So I'll give the Venture X a strong 4 out of 5 in this category. Now I admit that I am reviewing this a little bit early because I still haven't been able to take advantage of two main benefits that I would like to use, and those are visiting a Capital One lounge and a Priority Pass lounge. I really feel like those experiences will really help to inform this category, but don't worry, I do plan on visiting the Capital One lounge in Washington, D.C. next year, so that will be a travel vlog style video that'll be up several months from now, and I can't wait to film it for you guys. However, I will still count this as a positive because this is the only card on this list that provides me with lounge access. The credit card was delivered to my address in 3 days and also came with virtual card numbers. However, it was delivered in a plain paper envelope, which is pretty sad for a flagship card to be treated in this manner. Capital One's customer service has been great with helping me to solve problems, and can you believe that I've already had a late payment on this credit card? I can't make this stuff up, I swear. Don't worry, it was due to an error with adding my checking account, so those charges were reversed, and it was not a one-time courtesy because it was clearly some sort of error that happened. Either way, the customer service representative was good and professional. Their chat feature, however, doesn't seem to connect me to a live person, which I find to be very inconvenient. Finally, using Capital One Travel was great to book my trip using a combination of the annual credit and Capital One miles. My only gripe is that the miles aren't worth more than 1 cent per mile to compete with the Sapphire Preferred, which is a cheaper no annual fee credit card. I've had no issues so far, but if issues arise, I will report back after my trip. So the Venture X earns 4 stars in this category. Capital One made it really easy in deciding whether I want to use this credit card. It earns 2x miles on all other purchases. So to make it simple, the only time I'll earn more miles is through booking travel, that's flights, hotels, and rental cars through Capital One Travel. I do wish that there was another higher multiplier that wasn't restricted to Capital One Travel, so I'll give the Venture X 3 out of 5 stars in this category because I really dislike the dependency on Capital One Travel. However, this card can be powerful when paired with the Capital One Saver One, but since I don't have that card, I unfortunately cannot include that benefit. This is another card that changes its referral bonus value, at least so I've seen online, since others have posted about getting 10,000 miles per referral. I've been fortunate enough to earn 25,000 miles per referral for a maximum of 100,000 miles in a year, and since this video is really based on my experience, I'm going to give the Venture X 5 stars in this category because I've been able to earn the most amount of miles or points with the Venture X. As I mentioned earlier, I've already booked a flight with my $300 travel credit, and I'm going to get global entry with this card. I would have done so already, but unfortunately appointments are backed up for several months, so I haven't been able to take advantage of this yet, but it will be a $100 value to add to the $300 travel credit. Additionally, I was able to book a flight using miles in the travel portal, and that saved me an additional $300 at a 1 cent per mile valuation, which is lower than I would have received with the Sapphire Preferred, as I mentioned earlier on in this video. I do hope that Capital One will up the value of the miles when using their travel portal so that they can be worth 25% more or even a bit more to match what Chase does with the Sapphire Preferred and Sapphire Reserve credit cards. I'm sure that once I have a player 2 and authorized users come into play, the Venture X will be valued more in this category, but for now, my overall value will be 3 stars. Finally, the viewer's choice. I have to include all of your ratings to help balance out my viewpoint and make this a little bit less biased. The Venture X wins the Viewer's Choice, earning an additional 4 points, followed by the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which placed second, earning 3 points. The Amex Gold surprisingly places third, earning 2 points. And the Bilt Mastercard is the least favorite of the list, earning just 1 additional point. Now let's see which card comes out on top with all of the categories tallied. The Sapphire Preferred comes in 4th place with a total of 19 points. The Amex Gold and Bilt Mastercard ties for 2nd place with a total of 20 points, and the Venture X rises above with a total of 22 points. This was fun, guys. It ended up being a pretty long video, but thank you all for sticking around, and be sure to watch this video next to see if the Venture X can rise above both the Amex Platinum and Chase Sapphire Reserve. As always, thanks for making it to the end, so come on over and get your high five.